an independent homeland where every person has the right to worship freely without any fear or restrictions, where dreams are not just imagined, they are pursued, where every individual holds the freedom to build or shape their future. But did we receive this freedom without any effort or sacrifice? To understand the price of this independence, let us turn the pages of history and journey back to the year 1947, a time when the British Empire ruled over the entire subcontinent. Their power was unchallenged. The people of this land lived under their command. But change was in the air. The wind of freedom had begun. The Muslim League became the voice of hope for Muslims across the subcontinent. And at last, that long-awaited declaration of freedom finally arrived.
Pakistan azad ho gaya hai. Mubarak ho sab.
But this declaration was more than just a political moment. It was the beginning of something irreversible. Now begins a story, not just to be told, but to be felt. A father exhausted himself, but refuses to let his daughter touch the ground. A daughter sits in silence, waiting for a miracle in her mother's tired eyes. A sister, shattered within, yet holding her brother together. Every face, a story etched in sorrow. This journey was anything but easy. Some were chased from their homes. Some watched their houses burn to ashes. They were hunted as if they were the enemy. What was their fault? What sin brought such punishment? Every image, every moment was a reflection of destruction. In the midst of this horror emerged a truth so dark that humanity itself would bow its head in shame. Jawaharlal Nehru once said, "The Muslim minority has no other homeland. We must ensure their security and equal rights as citizens." But the ground reality was completely the opposite. Muslims were not safe. Not in the streets, not even within the walls of their own homes. Women were assaulted, their sanctity violated, their veils torn apart, their dignity stripped bare. And there was only one voice echoing in the madness: if you are a Muslim today, you will die. But this raises a haunting question. Were Muslims being slaughtered simply because of their faith? The violence was beyond imagination. Even the greatest leaders of the time were left shaken.
After the British withdrawal, public order had collapsed, and rivers of blood flowed freely.
Those who survived clung to a final thread of hope. They moved toward Amritsar station, not just to catch a train, but to escape death, to fight for their right to live. The train to Lahore is leaving. Trains, once the joy of journey, now became the last ride of their life. At Wagah railway station, every eye searched for a familiar face. Faces glowed with hope. But when the train finally arrived, there was only silence. No slogans, no joy, no voices, just stillness. Not a single passenger had survived. The train of hope had become a graveyard on wheels. In this painful migration, 1 million lives were lost. And 1.5 million Muslims were forced to abandon everything. Their homes, their lands, their memories. All they carried was their faith and their hope. But across the border, in Pakistan, something else was happening. Humanity was alive. Muslims opened their homes, their mosques, their arms to protect Hindu and Sikh brothers, not as enemies, but as fellow human beings. Doesn't this prove that Islam is a religion of love and justice? No matter which faith we belong to today, the scars of partition remain. Its pain echoes through generations. History may try to forget, but the survivors never will. May Allah forever bless this sacred land, born from the struggles of our forefathers, and keep Pakistan always prosperous and strong. Pakistan Zindabad. Pakistan Pindabad.